Now, I just have a few housekeeping items to run through before we go ahead and get started. We have a lot of information to cover today in a short amount of time, so unfortunately we will not have time today for a Q&A. That being said, there are a few members of our global communications team here in the room should you have any questions. I'm going to go ahead and ask the team actually to please give a wave or stand. Oh, they're by the door. I wanted to also give a reminder, because we are moving through things rather quickly today, that our press kit and contact details, of course, can be found on the IPW online marketplace press room, as well as by using this QR code. Everyone on your seats should have an LA 2.0 highlights one-pager, and on the back of that, there is that QR code as well. So if there is one thing you take from us today, please do take that. It also includes our contact details. And if you need any photos or video, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Finally, if you're posting on social media today, please be sure to tag us. We are the Los Angeles Tourism and Convention Board on LinkedIn, and on all other channels, we are at Discover LA. Please also be sure to use the hashtag Discover LA so we can find your posts that way as well. Well, I want to also share that we have a very special surprise today following today's remarks, so please be sure to stick around for the end of today's presentation. It's something you definitely will not want to miss. Well, I think that wraps it up for me. Again, on behalf of the entire Los Angeles Tourism and Convention Board team, we'd just like to say thank you all so much for being here today. And as we switch gears, it's my great honor and pleasure to be introducing the first portion of our press conference. So please turn your attention to the screen for a never-before-seen sneak peek of what you can expect to see when you land in the City of Angels for IPW 2024.
There's really no place in the world like LA.
What inspires me about LA is the diversity of it, the chaos, the unpredictability of it. So many different things. It's not one-dimensional.
Being in Los Angeles, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what race, creed, or color that you are so welcome in a city like this.
LA is a city full of possibilities.
There are a ton of great neighborhoods in LA. Venice, Santa Monica, Echo Park, Silver Lake. These were all so fun to explore.
LA is always changing, always growing, and it's going to change even more over the next few years.
Whatever you're interested in, this is the city to explore that. So it's a nod from the universe saying, boy, you're on the right path, doing the right things in the right moment, in the right city.
Please welcome to the stage Senior Vice President of Global Communications, Chris Haywood.
Morning, everybody. Don't you want to be in Los Angeles right now after seeing that video?
Yes.
I do. Good thing I'm heading back tomorrow. Well, welcome everyone. We know how full your schedule is, and so we very much appreciate you spending some time with us this morning. Thank you. Unfortunately, our president and CEO, Adam Burke, cannot be with us today. He has bronchitis, so please send him a speedy recovery. He is apologetic and disappointed that he can't be with us here today, but he is here with us in spirit. We are so pleased, though, to have two members of our strategic leadership team with us today, including Don Schio, Chief Marketing Officer, and Patty McJenna, Chief Stakeholder Officer. We are so thrilled to be hosting IPW for the 6th time in 2024. We can't wait to roll out the red carpet for all of you next year. And if you haven't been to Los Angeles recently, you have not been to the City of Angels. In fact, so much new investment has taken place since 2019, so much so that we're actually calling it LA 2.0. And today we'll look at all the exciting new developments that offer more reasons to visit than ever before. Now, before we get into all that is now playing in Los Angeles, I want to recognize all the organizations you see here on the screen. Each plays a vital role in the success of our industry on the local, national, and global stage. And we quite literally could not succeed without their incredible collaboration, support, and advocacy. In particular, a special thank you to Jeff Freeman, President and CEO of the U.S. Travel Association. Welcome, Jeff. Chris Thompson, President and CEO of Brand USA. Thank you, Chris. And of course, Carolyn Batetta, President and CEO of Visit California. Thank you, Carolyn. Additionally, a very special thank you to Kimberly Weedmark, the General Manager of the Los Angeles Convention Center. We are also so pleased to have Grant Firestone from Los Angeles World Airports, our partner, joining us here this morning. Thank you. Now, one of the things that make LA unique is that it truly offers something for everyone. And our goal is just to make it easy for visitors and travel trade partners to create the perfect LA itinerary for their needs. And so we have broken down the city into 7 distinct regions, each with its own distinct flair and flavor. In addition, we have created a comprehensive series of 3-day themed itineraries on our website at discoverla.com. Now, more important than what you can do, visitors around the globe talk about how LA makes them feel. You know, that vibe, that LA vibe. We pride ourselves as being one of the world's most diverse, inclusive, and welcoming destinations. In fact, Angelinos hail from more than 140 countries and speak over 220 different languages. As a result, LA is truly a place where everyone is welcome. Now, in addition, international guests, the people that you get to us, immeasurably contribute to the fabric and vibrancy of our community. So thank you for all that you do to help fuel that. Now, tourism is absolutely indispensable. You're likely aware that it is the largest service export for the state of California. And the same applies to LA. Alongside the entertainment industry, tourism is one of the leading contributors to employment and business sales. As of this month, more than 528,000 Angelinos earn a living in tourism-related careers. And in 2022 alone, visitors drove $34.5 billion to our local business community, representing 90% recovery to 2019. Now, this includes hundreds of small and diverse-owned businesses that depend on tourism for their livelihoods. And frankly, those small businesses are the backbone of our industry. Last year, total visitation to Los Angeles reached 42.6 million visitors. And including that is 4.3 million international. So again, a big thank you to all of you. Now, as mentioned earlier, we are fortunate there was significant investment in LA throughout the pandemic. In fact, one of the few silver linings that it has proven is that it has been an accelerant to capital improvements. Now, as a result, there are more demand generators for visiting LA than ever before. The LA experience begins the moment you touch down at a $15 billion modernized Los Angeles International Airport, transforming to one of the world's premier airports. This ambitious project includes both major investments and improvements to infrastructure and elevated guest experiences. Just one example is the state-of-the-art West Gates at Tom Bradley International Terminal, which actually have been operational for 2 years. And next year, we will welcome the highly anticipated automated people mover with a direct rail service connection to downtown Los Angeles. Thank you. On to sports. Now, one thing that unites cities around the world is our shared love of sports. And LA has grown to become one of the world's most iconic and dynamic sports destinations. We're a world-class destination for that. We are now home to 10 professional sports teams, the most in the nation. In addition, LA teams continue to gain fans around the world with numerous leagues playing overseas. For example, in September, the LA Kings bring NHL excitement down under and playing 2 preseason games in Melbourne, Australia. In 2024, the Dodgers will open their season with the first Major League Baseball games ever played in South Korea. Our stadiums are incredible. SoFi Stadium, shown here, is the first truly indoor-outdoor stadium allowing spectators to enjoy LA's incredible weather year-round. This spectacular facility is the world's most state-of-the-art sports and entertainment complex. In addition to hosting the Super Bowl in 2022 and other major sporting events, it also serves as a major concert venue. In fact, it's featured iconic musical acts like the Rolling Stones, BTS, and yes, later this year, Taylor Swift. And coming soon is the Intuit Dome, the new home of the Los Angeles Clippers, set to open in 2024-2025. It is located south of SoFi in Inglewood. Now in LA, we have an incredible offering of stadiums and arenas, existing and new, including Crypto.com Arena, formerly the Staples Center, the BMO Stadium, Dodger Stadium, and the LA Memorial Coliseum. LA is also in the midst of a truly unprecedented decade of major global sporting events, culminating with the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and of course the 2028 Olympic and Paralympic Games. This will make Los Angeles the only US city to host the Games 3 times, and only the 3rd city globally alongside London and Paris, so get ready for 2028. We are excited now to give you a little taste, a little preview, courtesy of our friends at LA. You can see why we're all excited. We cannot wait to have the games in Los Angeles. I think that video authentically celebrates what's so unique about our city. Now I'm delighted to move on to our international markets. As one of the primary gateways to the US, it's impossible to overstate the importance of international tourism. I'd like to recognize my colleagues in the room who work on our global tourism team and represent Los Angeles so well. A special thank you to Kathy Smits, Senior Vice President, Global Tourism Development, and her team. Would the team please stand? Additionally, I'd like to acknowledge all of my colleagues who traveled here with the Los Angeles Tourism Board. If they can also please stand so we can offer them our appreciation. Thank you. While we are on the road to recovery, our commitment to the international market has never wavered. For over 2 decades, LA is the only US destination to have full-time offices and team members overseas. We are proud that our 7 international offices remain continuously open throughout the pandemic to directly support you. With so many new demand drivers, product knowledge is critical. Through Angels Academy and LA Insider, we have certified more than 30,000 professional travel advisors as LA experts. Now, recovery is still underway. Our goal is to accelerate that process at LA Tourism. We anticipate record visitation from Mexico this year and full recovery in Canada. We also expect many of our other markets to recover 80% or more to their 2019 levels. And as official representative of Los Angeles World Airports, we are also working with air carriers to grow direct service to LA. We have added 6 new carriers, including Condor, Norse, Zip Air, Air Premia, Air Transit, and Starlux. On the government front, the U.S. Department of Commerce is committed to hearing the voice of our industry. For 2 decades, the Commerce Secretary has appointed diverse travel executives to the U.S. Travel and Tourism Advisory Board. Our President and CEO, Adam Burke, is honored to have the privilege of serving our industry in that capacity. He is working tirelessly with the group on critical issues, including visa wait times and renewals, increasing the H-2B visa cap, improving aviation infrastructure, and so much more. All with the goal of making the U.S. as easy, accessible, and seamless as possible, while driving bilateral tourism. Now, before we get into the fun stuff, LA 2.0, I want to share both our fall and spring 30-second advertising spots that aired in a number of our international markets. A special thanks to our marketing team, including Bill Kars and Shelley Leopold, for producing these. The theme of Now Playing reflects LA's status as a sports and entertainment capital and evokes a sense of adventure and personal freedom. The 2 spots are companion pieces that, when taken together, highlight a sampling of LA's diverse regions, community, and product offerings. Let's take a look.
Here in Los Angeles, visitors break into a big musical number. You have another idea? Cut to a relaxing spa. Not a spa, but fun. Cut to nature and wildlife. Not that type of wildlife. This script is taking a turn. I'll have mine, línea, por favor. Ah, the perfect ending. Exterior, Los Angeles, a busy day at the Walk of Fame. Oh, you got another idea? Cut to the sights, the sounds, the dreams. I love the Academy Museum, but I've got a scene to write. Now that's a great scene. Nailed it.
Well, how many of you are excited to see that next year? Awesome, we can't wait to have you. So as we said, there's so much that's new and exciting in LA. We're calling it LA 2.0, the new LA, to communicate all we have on offer post-pandemic. And this is a sampling of what we've got. This year, LA is celebrating a year of centennials. The iconic Hollywood sign, Warner Brothers Studios, the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, and the Biltmore Hotel in downtown LA are all celebrating 100 years. Los Angeles is known for its 75 miles of gorgeous coastline. Who doesn't love the beach in LA? And pristine beaches, of course. But many do not know that our city is home to more than 550 miles of beautiful public hiking trails and places to bike. Unparalleled opportunities for equestrians, hikers, mountain bikers, fitness enthusiasts, and anyone else who is looking to connect with nature. For thrill seekers, LA is home to Universal Studios Hollywood, the world-class theme park destination located in the heart of Los Angeles. Earlier this year, Universal Studios Hollywood powered up the extremely popular Super Nintendo World, bringing guests into the 360-degree world of Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach. Now, Universal Studios Hollywood is the only theme park in the world that shares real estate with a working movie studio production lot, where guests can see some of their favorite sets up close on the world-famous behind-the-scenes studio tour. And I highly recommend if you're coming to LA to do these studio tours. They're really remarkable. Now, speaking of those, Warner Brothers is also celebrating 100 years this year, and its studio tour is celebrating its 50th anniversary. This popular tour and attraction gives visitors the opportunity to glimpse into movie-making magic and bring guests up close to entertainment they love. The Friends set? I'm just saying. On the arts and cultural side, LA is also home to more than 600 museums and performing arts venues. And believe it or not, more than any other US destination. What's more is there's over 1,100 theatrical productions that play in LA every year, including many touring shows from Broadway. We're also home to incredible art institutions like the Getty Museum in LACMA. Now in March, the Hammer Museum, located in Westwood, completed its 2 decades-long transformation project, unveiling a new cultural center, exhibitions, and collections in brand new spaces. It features 50,000 works in its collection and continues to be free to all. And it's the perfect place to visit for visitors looking for what's new on our west side. Now in South Los Angeles, Destination Crenshaw will debut on Crenshaw Boulevard in February 2024. When it opens, it will be one of the largest public art installations in the nation and the largest public art installation in the US dedicated to Black art. They are commissioning more than 100 works by Black artists with strong ties to Los Angeles. Now, in addition to art, public park space will line the site, which will provide space for gathering and conversation. We're also excited about LACMA's upcoming David Geffen Galleries, which will open by the end of next year. The new building located on Museum Row in the Miracle Mile is being built for the museum's permanent collection and is being designed by the world-renowned architect, Peter Zumthor. And finally, and certainly not least, we have the highly anticipated Lucas Museum of Narrative Art in Exposition Park. This is very futuristic looking. When complete, the museum will focus exclusively on storytelling through images and will include artworks across cultures, places, times, and mediums. The museum, of course, is co-founded by George Lucas and Melody Hobson and will open in 2025. Now, while there's a lot of excitement around what's upcoming, there's also a lot of enthusiasm around some things that are happening right now. This weekend, the Broad Museum in downtown will present the first ever museum exhibition in LA of Keith Haring's work, featuring 120 artworks and archival materials. Right across the street, at Grand LA, there will also be Jean-Michel Basquiat's King Pleasure LA, which opened earlier this year, the first exhibition presented by Jean-Michel's family. As two close friends and major icons of 20th century art, we are so pleased these two artists' artwork is symbolically reuniting just steps away from each other on Bunker Hill in downtown. Now, also anchored in Grand LA is the recently opened beautiful Conrad Hotel in downtown, which is Conrad Hotel and Resort's first California property. Highly recommend it. 305 rooms, designed by legendary architect Frank Gehry. It's home to 2 original food and beverage concepts by Chef Jose Andres. It's a must-see. Also in downtown, we just saw the opening a couple weeks ago of the new Moxie and AC Hotels. It's in a dual-branded building representing 727 rooms. They have 12 new dining and entertainment venues, and they have 13,000 square feet of meeting and event space. It's situated directly across the street from the Crypto.com Arena and the Los Angeles Convention Center, where our convention will be held next year. In addition to major hotels that have opened, it may come as a surprise to you that there's been a boutique hotel boom in Los Angeles. These properties offer chic design, personalized service, and a different atmosphere based on their locale. The 3 properties on the screen here, the Venice V, the Shea in Culver City, and the Short Stories Hotel near the Grove on Fairfax, are just 3 examples of many for guests looking for that experience. This also extends, by the way, to downtown Los Angeles. We've got very, very cool hotels. Overall, we have added 7,400 rooms to our inventory over the last 3 years. Now, Los Angeles also, will come as no surprise, has been one of the most exciting and influential dining scenes in the country and a widely regarded foodie destination. Our destination has 200 Michelin-recognized restaurants that span every corner of our city. This year, we're thrilled to celebrate the 15th anniversary of our signature Dine LA Restaurant Week, one of the nation's most successful Restaurant Week programs. It happens twice a year and is really where cuisine and culture blend. For our spring program, which ended last month, we had over 370 restaurants covering 60 neighborhoods. Dine LA really showcases the best of LA's food scene and offers visitors great value. More details coming soon on our October fall program. Now on to shopping, because I know all the international visitors love to shop, shop, shop. And in 2020, GQ magazine dubbed LA the best shopping city in America. Visitors can take advantage of our year-round sunshine and enjoy some of the world's best outdoor shopping malls. Shop the world's most iconic streets and brands, visit one-of-a-kind boutiques, and support fashion-forward, sustainable designers. LA's cutting-edge streetwear scene should also not be overlooked. From Kith to Supreme to Dover Street Market and emerging labels, LA has become a mecca for streetwear culture. Now, within LA's 7 unique regions I mentioned earlier, there are all of these incredible neighborhoods, multicultural neighborhoods. One of the best and most incredible ways to immerse yourself in Los Angeles is to explore these different neighborhoods, and I would recommend you go into one neighborhood, experience it for a few days, and go into another and experience that. It's just tremendous. And that's why on our website, discoverla.com, we have curated an extensive series of 3-day itineraries to fit every interest. Now in closing, we hope today that you have gleaned that Los Angeles is an ever-evolving destination full of fresh concepts and new experiences to discover. Now whether you're a first-time visitor or a returning guest, there are more reasons than ever to visit the City of Angels. And as I mentioned earlier, this year we are celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Hollywood sign with year-long celebrations. This has been a tremendous story for us. To close today's program, courtesy of our friends at the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, we want to give you a preview of IPW 2024 at our city's most iconic symbol. For now, on behalf of the entire Los Angeles tourism team, we cannot wait to see you next year in our City of Angels. Thank you so much. Now, please turn your attention to the Hollywood sign. And as we say in Hollywood, lights, camera, action.